welcome to the Amigos Down Under podcast. Well, it should really be Amigos Down Under because we've got a lot of us here.
Whoa. What the fuck is going on? What is going on?
Welcome, everybody.
We are the majority.
Yeah. What? All I remember, right, is Doug saying, yeah, we're recording, sweet, we're interviewing someone, and I'm really excited for today's interview. And I get here to your place and Carmen goes, hey, does this handkerchief smell like chloroform? And then next thing I know, I'm sitting here in my undies and I've got Amigos instead of Amigos. What the fuck is going on? Doug's not here. Adrian's
That did
not
not
here.
happen, everybody.
Anyway.
Maybe it did. We'll never know.
So what are we doing today, Carmen?
So we are actually interviewing someone special today. But the difference is that there's two of us. It's me and then there's Lidia.
Lydia, hello everyone. I am back.
You are back. Welcome.
I am replacing Adrian apparently. I'm the better half. So it's Adrian. I love you, bro, but, you know, someone's got to do a better job. Give us a like, a follow, Instagram. We're on Facebook. Send us some messages, questions, any stories you have growing up in Australia, any Aussie sayings, what your favourite Aussie beer is and food. You know, we are eventually, and it's going to happen, we're going to get these guys to try everything you guys throw at us. So
Thanks.
send it all to us. We will respond, I don't know, in a day.
Well, Adrian's
Depends when
Adrian's his ironclad
like
guarantee is 35, then 45 minutes, and then an hour, whatever.
I may take over that too, just say.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, as you can hear, guys, Amigos Down Under has been taken over. I think it's going to be called Amigos Down Under for this episode, but we've got
100%.
I've got two lovely co-hosts with me today. I've got Carmen, as you heard at the start, taking over from Doug. Doug's actually stepped back a little bit and he's going to do the DJ producing. and Lid's chicka chicka, boom boom chicka chicka. And we obviously have Lid stepping in for Age because, you know, Age has got important things on. He's he's doing some charity work or something, hey?
No, he's getting pissed.
But anyway, let's not divert too much. Before we have our beautiful co-hosts here introduce our guest for this show, let's start the show off with the cheers, ladies. Carmen, Lids, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a pina colada mocktail.
Beautiful.
I'm drinking vodka 42 Below with Schweppes lime and soda water.
Oh,
Very fancy.
You could have just said vodka soda. Fuck.
No.
All right, I got some better beer here. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Lids, take it away. Who are we talking to today?
Okay, so today we are speaking to my one and only childhood friend that I've known since I was, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. We did swimming together. We've done clubbing together. She's older than I am, so it's her fault that she made me get drunk in the city.
Yeah.
That's another story. But my dear friend, my sister from another mister, Jocelyn.
Woo.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, what an intro.
Oh, I didn't get that music.
I know.
Quite
It's
good.
a new effect, okay?
Yeah. These are for the important people. Isn't that right, Joss?
New tech. I love it. How are you,
Thanks for
Joss?
having me, everyone.
Thank you.
Exciting, nervous as well.
No, don't be.
Awesome to have you, Jocelyn.
What have you been up to, Joss? We haven't had you on the show before. What's been happening in your life?
Life. You know what? Nothing's been really exciting. Just work mainly. We're building a granny flat, so
All
at the
right.
back of Mum's house.
Awesome.
Can't afford to, pay for a real house. So starting small, but
Nice.
getting there.
Got to
Yeah.
start somewhere, right? Carmen, how do we know Joss?
I was thinking about this, and the way I met Jocelyn was through another group of friends, actually. We just hit it off instantly. We're like, oh, yeah, you know, what, do you have siblings? Whatever. Yeah, I got a sister. Yeah, so do I. Is she older? Yeah, mine's older too. What's her name? Wendy. My sister's name's Wendy as well. Like, what the heck? And they were like, I got a brother as well. He's older. Oh my gosh, my brother's older too. Like,
We got introduced.
We just become best friends. Yep.
That's exactly
You want to go
what
do karate in the garage? Yep.
That's literally you guys.
exactly what happened. Like we got introduced through another friend, And it's like that pen like went into the background and like it was just me and Carmen connecting and like spinning back and forth, going back and forth, going, oh wow, we've got so many things in common. Oh my God. Like, and yeah, been friends since then.
Yeah, no, it was good. We hit it off straight away, so it was good.
Awesome.
What about
So-
you, Lydia?
Go, Lids. How do you know her? You alluded to it earlier.
Yeah, we've known each other for.
We can't even remember
You're
how long
terrible
we've
at pinpointing
known.
it.
Wait, listen.
We reckon it was 10, but Lydia's mum thinks it's been
Longer.
Your
than
mum,
that.
yeah, Lids' mum has said to me it's been at least, she reckons it's from when Lids was between 6 and 8 years old.
There you go. Well, that's why we don't remember that far back.
Yeah, see, that's
It's,
why.
it's 30, let's say
don't have
30
memories.
years. 30 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Joss and I, we came back into each other's lives, I guess, when we were younger. We did swimming lessons together. We did swimming
Spanish school.
competitions. We did, geez. Spanish school in Seven Hills. Wow. Okay, story. So Spanish school was something that you did on a Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
I'm
morning.
talking like 8:30, 9 o'clock start. And Joss and I would go to this Spanish school, but I had no idea she was going. So I literally rocked up the day and she was there. I'm like, oh my God, I know someone. But before that, the reason why I got sent and punished to go to Spanish school, love your mum, she was cooking one day in the kitchen and my mum said to me, Lydia, can you grab the zanahoria from the fridge? I'm like, oh, damn. What's that? I can't remember what that is. I'm like, yeah, mum, no worries. Went into the fridge, opened it, just stared at it for a good, 5-10 seconds. And she's like, did you get it? I'm like, Mum, what is it again? She goes, oh, yes, that's it. You're going to Spanish school. I'm like, okay.
You brought it
Disowned.
upon yourself. That
I
was
know. That was my
that
fault.
was all you.
But that's what brought you and I together. So you're welcome.
Right. You should have done the Jedi mind reverse trick and said, hey, Mum, how do you say zanahoria in English? yeah.
that would've been
I
very
wasn't
good.
very smart.
Carrot. Okay.
So did Spanish school together?
Yeah.
I don't know how long that was.
You left me. You didn't even
did
stay
not.
there. No, it was from 7 to year 12, and I'm pretty sure you just did 2 years,
Yeah, I
and
did.
then you pissed off.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, hell no.
And then we came back together. I don't even know
We did
what happened.
salsa
after that.
lessons.
Salsa lesson.
We did salsa lessons, and then I left because I wasn't picking it up.
Yeah,
I was
see,
really
so,
shit.
like we're even. We are even.
And then she became an instructor at the salsa lessons.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's it.
And then she turned 18 before I did, so she had sort of experienced the city clubbing life. Then she's like, as soon as I turned 18, she's like, "You're coming with me." I'm like, "Yeah, sick. I'm going with you." And
Yeah.
from there,
Turn to shit from there. And that's when I met you. Not long after that clubbing scene,
Yeah.
a couple of years after you guys, well, a couple of years after Lids turned 18.
Yeah.
so city, right?
Yeah.
Carmen, hear us out, right? The rule was, no matter how drunk you
Oh,
were,
yeah, I remember this
when you go into a club or wherever venue we're going to, a tequila shot, straight up. First
And
drink.
it doesn't matter how smashed we were. When we leave, we needed one too.
So we could have been legless and we still were like, no, we need a tequila shot
What the heck?
It's so bad.
before we left. And that's when Seb comes in.
Yeah.
Carrying her out. Because Joss could hold her liquor a bit better.
Yeah, she could.
Oh, no, now, like literally, it's the
I think it's
worst
the opposite
now.
now.
Yeah, no, she's wow. Like I watch you and I'm just sitting there going, "How are you drinking that?" Like I'm even like wincing and feeling sick. You know, like,
So yeah, Joss and I go way, way back.
Carmen, I've heard you guys, and you still call each other twin. Is that right? You and Joss?
Yeah, we're
Twins.
twins.
Is that where it came from? How you were saying?
yes.
'Cause oh my God, I've got it. Yeah. And then,
and at the time,
Yeah.
no teeth.
Yeah, we even got because when I was pregnant, I lost one of my tooth.
yeah.
I was going to say
One of your
teeth.
toothers. Yeah.
Wow.
One of my dientes.
No, like I lost the tooth because they suck the calcium out of you, right?
Yeah.
So, and then the tooth that I lost is the exact same one. I was like,
No. Bullshit. Oh, that's
And mine
Right.
was just from a bad root canal that happened. And yeah, we laughed because it was the same exact
Oh,
tooth on
man.
the same
And
side.
that's, so that's where the twin. Okay.
everything.
that
Like,
make it a
everything was
sense.
like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. And, oh my gosh, I'm the same. Blah blah blah. I'm the same. I'm the same. Everything. It was just
Did you
Yeah,
did you
it's
do
crazy.
that happy, oh my God, like every time something was the same, did you just be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, and like
Yeah.
hug each other or high five or whatever?
Yeah,
We're
but
like
we were
woo
sober
girls.
and we were at a,
That's what
at
I
a
mean,
soccer
yeah.
field as
Yeah.
well.
There you go. Oh my God, that is brilliant. And how long ago was that?
Oh, jeez.
10 years?
8 or 9.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Let's say 10, it's a better number.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
It's
stuff.
funny though, because whenever someone asks me how long this and that, I'm like, how old are the kids now?
Yeah.
And I always count down.
And then you take your shoes off and count your toes. Yeah. You always carry in your bag, just pull a calculator out. Not your phone
Yes.
calculator, a calculator.
Okay. Yes, we need to tell this story.
Oh my
Joss.
gosh. We're at home. We're at her house right now. And she still had her bag on.
Yeah.
She sat
No,
down. She
no,
was
wait.
cooking and about to
wait.
do a mic check testing. And what did she have on? Oh, she, look, look
handbag.
at
Oh
this.
my God.
I
You
took
know
it
you're
off now.
Mexican
Oh, no,
when you've
yeah,
got a
'cause I
tea towel
manta.
hanging over. What is it, sorry?
Manta.
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 No, okay. To my defense, I went to the shops to go get
We
ice.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I came
As in
home and
frozen
then I
water,
started
or you
cooking.
people are there?
And then it just stays there. Like it's like my other limb, okay?
Yeah, it is. It is. Because even when you come to our place, I'm
Seen it.
like, are you leaving in the next
It's
2 minutes?
It's a security
Yeah,
thing.
it is. It's a
like
security
my
blanket.
daughter with her bunny.
Yeah, because then Lidia or one of them asked me for my phone or to look something up. I was lost. I had no idea what
It's
to
hanging
do
on the
because-
chair behind you.
How dare we ask you to take your handbag off?
Ah, beautiful.
Love it. Love you.
We digress.
Love you.
We did.
This episode is about our lovely guest here, Joss. I've known you, I touched on it before, but I've known you for since 06 when Lids and I got together.
Yeah.
Or started out as friends and then, you know, the naughty stuff happened. But anyway. And we share an important date, your birthday, being the 3rd of
Yeah.
October is the day.
So awkward, by the way.
Yeah. It was the Bacardi Festival on
Festival.
Darling Harbour.
That's right. Yeah. I remember. Like you guys are making out. Me and Juan are just sitting there going, "Oh my God, this is weird."
We were that young, like 20.
Emotional.
Exactly.
That's it.
We're just like, "You want to go get a drink? Yeah, let's go get."
like licking each other's faces, drunk making out on the steps of
Whoa,
Darling
whoa.
Harbour.
I remember hearing Jocelyn going, finally. And then she went for a drink.
Yes. I've done my job here. I'll just walk away.
Bye. But yeah, that's how I know Joss.
Good times.
But Joss, tell us a little bit about your background. Born here, born overseas, things like that.
I was born here.
Oh, you're Australian.
I'm Australian.
Yeah, man.
My whole family was born overseas. I'm the only Aussie here.
Where were they born?
So my parents are actually from Ilopango.
Mm-hmm.
So in El Salvador, both of them are from there. And yeah, my brother and my sister were born over there. So I'm the only one out of the family that was here. And I used to tell my mum this story. Like my mum used to be like, "Oh, tell everyone, you know, where were you when we were coming?" And she's like, "I was waiting at home for them to come back from El Salvador to find me."
Have you ever been back to El Salvador since?
Yes, I actually went. I've been twice. So one when I was 6 years old. And the last time, the 6-year-old one, I don't really remember that much. But when I was, the second time I was 12. So I do remember quite a bit still.
Remember a bit?
Yeah.
Do you remember like how different it was or what impacted you going back?
You know what
and then
was
coming here?
really, really bad? Like what I felt when I went to El Salvador, right? So my aunties used to have like a restaurant that they would run. Like they would have the workers come and eat after work, whatever. And right next to the restaurant was a police station. And I remember one time my aunties ran out of rice or something like that. And they're like, "Oh, here, they gave me some money." And they're like, "Just go to the corner shop right there. It's right in front of the restaurant." And they're like, "And come back." And they're like, "Okay, sweet." And they're like, "Don't say anything as well," because I had an accent back then.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, "Don't say anything, just point and pay." And I
Yeah.
could speak
Yeah, like a
Spanish
mute,
too,
yeah.
but they still thought I had an accent.
They know.
100%. No,
They
you
know.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. We all do. Yeah.
So I was
Gringos.
like, "Okay, no worries, I'll point." All right, so I'm pointing there, and then I remember the lady going, "Oh, que mal educada," she doesn't even speak.
You know, you should said, "What if I'm a mute?" Bitch. Oh wait.
Now you sound like Adrian.
Oh, there you go. Oh shit.
Adrian's back.
Sorry, I'll withdraw my comment.
But yeah, I went and I pointed at the rice. And the thing that I remember to this day is walking back from the corner shop and I had policemen whistling at me. Like whistling at me and saying, "Oh, come over here, cutie," like this and that. And I
Are
remember
you
walking
fucking
across
serious?
the road and I just panicked and I just bolted straight back to the restaurant. And even I could hear my aunties telling the cops off.
Far
Wow.
out.
And I'm sitting there going, I'm 12. Like, what the hell?
Wow.
And then, I remember after that, like, I stuck to my auntie like crazy. Like my mum, everywhere we went. Like, I used to be the type that would always walk off and like to like venture out and look. Nah, I didn't leave their side after that.
Far out.
I was just like, that traumatized me for a bit, like while I was there.
Yeah.
It's very common though, because when I went with Doug, I went to the markets with my granddad, and he's like, just come with me, and I heard stories about don't go to the markets, this blah blah blah, and I'm like, I'm with my granddad, what can happen? Anyway, I'm walking with him arm in arm with my granddad,
Yeah.
and same thing, not cops, which that surprises me.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty
like,
bad.
It was just guys. As I'm walking with my granddad, they're whistling at you. They're like,
They have no shame there. They do
No.
not. They
No.
didn't care.
You just feel like they're constantly staring at you.
yeah, so it's crazy that happens, because being in Australia, you don't normally get that kind of, like, you don't go through that.
Yeah.
So, and me thinking, okay, yeah, I've heard all these stories, but I'm with my granddad, as if anyone's going to say anything or do anything, but they're whistling at you, they're calling you over, trying to get you to go to them. I experienced that as well, and I was a bit older, but you being 12, that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty fucking nuts, man.
No, but you mentioned the market. Like, something happened to me at the market as well. I remember I was with my auntie, and a guy actually grabbed me and pulled me away. And my auntie luckily had a bag full of lemons, and just like whacked him
That would
over
hurt.
the head.
That's where that comes from. They just grab whatever and they hit you with it.
100%.
Chancellor, lemons, you name it.
Yeah.
We'll throw it.
Yeah.
That's scary, man. That's really
Yeah,
scary.
like, I was scared for ages. Like, every time mum would be like, oh, we're going to go out, we're going to go here, or we're going to go wherever, I would always ask who we're going with, who we're going with, and how are we getting there. And as soon as she'd say, we'll catch a bus, I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going. Or she'll be like, oh no, your Theo's coming. We're going in his truck. All right, yeah, I'll come. Like, I was really scared at that time to actually go out.
But you know what's funny though? We caught the bus as well. I was freaking out after that situation as well. But they're like, nah, it doesn't matter. You'll get over it. Like, that was like Doug's family and my family were like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. So we caught the bus ones. I was packing it, but I actually felt safer on the bus. Because, when you're like catching a bus, and I think we went to Doug's auntie's house, and it's crowded. Yeah, you're like pretty much sitting on top of each other or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I found amazing, right? There was this guy that would walk around and he'd be like looking at everyone and like kind of like a mental memory of who's there and who's not. And he'll come up to you and he'll be like, okay, where you going? We'll tell him. And he's like, I'll be back. And he'll do that to everyone. And by the time he gets to one of the big buses, not the microbus, like not the small one. And by the time he goes there, like we're, I don't know, 10 stops in, he comes back and then he's like, okay, so, you owe me this much, blah, blah, blah. Doug's dad paid him. And then he went, he goes, I got to give you change. He kept going on his route. And then he came back and he's like, here's your change. Like, he remembers everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Everyone. And so I was like, oh no, I feel good. Like, this guy's onto it, there was no like groping or anything. Whereas in the market, you're walking, you're scared to like lean on anything because, what if someone comes and, you said, tries to grab you or whatever.
That's so weird. Because when I went back, I was 20?
Yeah.
I had my 21st there.
Yeah, just 2021.
I didn't experience any of that.
Oh, that's good.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
You're like,
But I do remember going on the microbus, the smaller buses. So there's always one guy at the front who's like taking money or figuring out where you're going and things like that, and taking memory and taking notes. And we stopped for some reason. No one got out, no one got in. And this person that was at the front of the bus gave money to someone. And it was money for the gang so we can go
I have
through
heard of that. I have heard of that.
their territory.
We've had
And
that.
they wouldn't steal from us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. That's the only thing that's like different. Like,
that we actually, I think Doug mentioned that.
they pay them off.
They pay them
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioned too, Carmen, on one of them where I think it was your uncle or someone was punching red lights and you were freaking out and you were
Yeah.
saying, because if I stopped, we were in bad neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Oh my
It would have been
God,
real
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
And we went to go see the Mano Flores, which is a Salvadorian group, right?
Yes.
And we're like all excited going to see them, whatever. And we were dancing and, having the best time of our lives. And there was these gang members around.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden we see the cops come. And when they came, they're like trying to get this guy to go or whatever. He wouldn't go. And they like started hitting him with like what do you call them?
Battens.
Yeah, the battens and
Yeah.
and people literally would where they were dancing would literally look and just keep dancing and just move aside.
Just
No fucks given.
They didn't. And
hey,
Don't you dare
Why
ruin
not?
my night.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know
They're
what?
like, can you do that somewhere else? And that
Yeah,
was like,
like we're
how
dancing. Yeah.
Inconvenient.
But honestly though, you tell me like
It was
one of the most
crazy.
hated things that most people would have is cleaning, right? And Latins, you throw some fucking Latino music on. I went to Australian Latino music. Yeah, you throw on some Latin, you throw on some Mark Anthony's, whatever you throw
Yeah.
on. And I tell you what, you clean,
Yeah.
don't you? And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking clean. And you know what? You're like, oh, I haven't cleaned this for ages, but fuck it, this is a good song. I'm going to extend my cleaning.
Have you seen they had those TikToks where like
Yeah.
you know this guy saying his girlfriend's coming over and he's like, I need you to help me clean for a
Yeah,
bit.
his
And the guy's
roommate,
like,
yeah.
I'm not doing it. He's like playing games or whatever, and then
Yeah.
he puts a song on, you know, suavemente.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
like, you asshole.
Yeah.
Can't control
Yeah.
himself, starts scrubbing.
Yeah.
and
like it's a good day to
Yeah.
clean the windscreen.
But like if I'm doing like stuff outside, like mowing the lawn, whatever, I'll play whatever music comes into my headphones. If I'm gurneying, whatever, same thing, whatever music comes into my headphones. But if I'm doing a barbecue,
Yeah.
like on a saddle, and if I'm cleaning, it has to be Latin music. I can't just go and play. Like you might play a little bit of my everyday playlist, as I call it, on my what is it, Spotify?
Spotify.
Shout out Spotify. Thanks for
Yes, where
having
you
our
can
podcast.
listen to them. Down Under podcast.
There you go. Yeah, it's a plug.
Adrian, I'm better.
That's what you call a plug. Yeah. Yeah. So I lost my train of thought.
You play
Spanish
you play,
when you're making
yeah.
a salo.
See, that was a test. Well
Hey,
done.
we listen.
Well done,
We can do
co-host.
3 things at
'Cause,
once.
Doug would have been like, "Oh, bro, I wasn't listening to it," and Adrian would be like, "Huh?" Oh, yeah, it has to be Spanish music. It has to be when you're cleaning and cooking / barbecue. Because even the cooking, Lids does it.
Yeah.
She'll play a bit of everything, but the cooking, yeah.
As soon as that Spanish, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
mixes, spices.
Yeah.
You know, cooking, and we all know I don't cook that much, but when I do cook,
Now we know.
Hey, you make some killer pupusas,
never.
man.
you know, when it comes to Salvadorian food, that's
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But give me normal food, I'm like either burning myself
Okay.
or burning the food.
Hang on, what's normal food? Please enlighten
Yeah,
me.
what's normal food?
Enlighten us.
Like when we get dinnerly, it takes me. It's supposed to be quick,
Like a
right?
steak.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's
It's
meant-
supposed to be quick.
It's like, oh, I look at the recipe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
yeah.
whatever. It takes me like an hour and a half.
3 hours later.
Doug comes home and I'm still like chopping the onions or something and he takes over. I'm like, I don't like this. He goes, did you read the whole thing? I'm like, no, I'm going step by step.
Oh man, that's
So yeah,
gold.
when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm like, nah. Give me Salvadorian food. Give me like cupcakes. Give me something to bake.
Yeah.
Different.
Can I ask you something, right? Let's say, all right, let's use Dinnerly for an example. You've got Dinnerly, right? And Dinnerly says, you know, cook this for this long. Yeah, she knows
I
where I'm
know
getting
where
at.
this is going.
And then and it says, and it goes
did
like,
you do?
no. It goes like half a cup of water or a pinch of salt or whatever. Like, do you just go, yeah, that's about half a cup. Yeah, that's about half a pinch. Like, yeah.
No, I measure it.
Oh my God. Lydia's the
measure
same.
it. I
measure
No.
it.
Okay.
Like it
We
literally,
win.
it'll
I
say,
measure as well.
are you fucking kidding me? Like if,
No.
Ladies
Yeah,
one,
see?
Seb 0.
if it says a pinch of salt, like she'll go,
Ba-bum. Do you
she'll
have a ba-bum
Google.
sound?
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, do the
Okay, a
pom-pom.
pinch
Pom-pom.
of salt, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. But if you tell me a teaspoon or this, I need those proper
I need
measurement
the
things.
measurement.
Come on.
Yes.
You know what? Use a fake Mexicans.
That's probably what
Fake
takes us an
No,
hour.
Mexican.
this is normal
You're-
food measuring.
I don't
Give
mean
me
this-
Salvadorian food. That's
I don't
different.
mean to sound sexist, but your mothers, who are beautiful and awesome, all three of your mums, they would be disgusted
gosh,
and
They would.
ashamed.
Because my mum doesn't measure.
No,
So, you know how
Not
many
at all.
times I've asked for a recipe
Yeah.
from my
No,
mom,
this is
and
what
she
you do. You
tells
just
you
do
the
this. You
recipe,
just do
and
that.
she's
You
like,
just do this.
you know, es tantito como like this, and I'm just like, that's not what's that?
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that means. 2 tablespoons? No, that's too much. I'm like, what? No, that's not
Yeah.
enough. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Like, how many cups do I put in this? Well, you know, depends. Depends on what? Depends on what you're cooking.
Mind blown. This is why I can't make pupusas from scratch. I can't prepare it because my mom would just be like, "Oh
Nah,
yeah,
it's
let's
an
just throw
excuse.
this stuff," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wait, how much did you put in that?
Mm.
What? How much
I
did that
can't.
measure?
I can't.
What
Mum,
was
you know
that?"
how many times my mom's tried to teach me how to
Just
do
go and do it.
pupusas?
Just
that's
do it.
it.
And it's
That's-
always the same thing because you just, I don't know, I either put too much water in the masa or not enough in it.
I don't
Worst
even
Mexicans
try.
ever.
I'm just like, someone prepare it. I'll help you.
That's
No,
right. I'm
that's-
like, I at least know how to make the salsa and curtido. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I just know
that's
salsa.
fine.
That's the flavor.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, but that's the only food. Like I said, that's the only food I don't measure, and it always comes out like fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me something else. Nah, I need to measure.
Give me
everything.
instructions.
Yeah,
Like
give me
I've literally
instructions, I will
watched
follow it.
Lydia Google like how much is a pinch of salt. I'm like, just put fucking salt in there, man.
Yes.
Like, you know, it says this, but I'm like, just fucking yeah. That's it. Literally. Just
Lydia
like
in a kitchen.
I know.
yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Latin music is the only thing that keeps me going.
She'll get the spoon and be like a pinch. It's like, oh yeah, that's about half.
Like, just fucking.
Seb being like Chilean background, they love their
Why do you
salt.
throw that in my face?
So, well, because it's true. You're a Chilean background. They love their salt. So I'm like, a pinch. He can add extra if he needs.
See?
A pinch will do.
It cooks out. It's just like when you pour beer in your food, it cooks out. So it's fine. You just put more.
You do the whole elbow thing and be like,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Have
Salt
to.
Bay Latina.
That guy's a douche.
oh, that's so funny. So, I want to ask you, Jocelyn, a question.
This is off the cuff. She's not reading
Why are you
from
going
anything.
profesh?
No, she's going off the cuff. She's going rogue.
Uni, I'm still uni mode. Okay. No. Okay. Being in Australia, being born in Australia, do you have any childhood memories that you can think of? Like something that stands out, or maybe your earliest memory?
Oh my gosh. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Well
you.
done. Look at that.
Thank you.
She's bragging now. She's like, okay, I'm done.
I did not write this, but I will
Mic
take
drop.
it.
Mic drop.
Carmen, the show's not over. Carmen, come back. Carmen, come back.
Come in.
Oh, my earliest memory. Wow. Okay. I remember. Okay. You know what? One of the things that probably growing up, my family was, well, my dad. Let's say my dad. My dad was the most strict person. Lydia knows.
No.
It's amazing I survived. But yeah, no, my dad was a very strict person in the sense that he wanted us to grow up with our culture. He wanted us to understand where we came from and not lose that. So at home, we were never allowed to speak English.
Wow.
And yeah, so whenever I would try to speak English, my dad would be like, no te entiendo. Like, I don't understand you.
Nintendo?
And I'll be like talking to him. I'm like, yes. Exactly.
For those whiteys out there, Craig, no te entiendo is I don't understand you. Nintendo, that's awesome. Sorry, Josh, keep going.
Sorry, keep going.
So after your dad said Nintendo,
Yeah, so he would refuse to like listen to me. Like he would just be like, no. And so I'll be like, okay. So then I'd have to stop, think about what I'm trying to say and say it in Spanish. Right. And I remember there was this one thing that my dad used to really try. Like, I'm not an athletic person at all, so it's amazing I did swimming. I can't catch a ball for the life of me. Okay? So my dad was very adamant that I had to learn how to ride a bike. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. And in true Latino form, because I refused, his way of punishing me was to not speak to me for a week and completely ignore that I was there. Even if I'd speak to him in Spanish, then he'll act like he didn't understand my Spanish either.
sorry.
Oh, see what I mean by like traumatizing me?
Perdón, Nintendo. That was a good one, Carmen. I love it.
So yeah,
full on.
that's honestly every time I see a bike, and I hate that saying. Oh, it's like riding a bike. You know, you never forget. Oh, I hate that saying. You get me to ride on a bike right now, I will freaking stack it straight away. But my
Emotional, damn it.
100%.
but in order to get my dad's approval and for him to be proud of me, I literally was in our backyard for hours, like trying to learn to teach myself how to ride a bike.
That is
Taught
emotional
myself.
damage.
I taught myself,
Yeah.
but in saying that, I forgot because I haven't done it. That's the earliest childhood memory that I have. And to this day, if you give me the cold shoulder and ignore me, that cuts me. Like if you were to really, really upset me, don't talk to me. That's worse.
Right in the feels.
that really gets
right.
me. Like, I'd rather
Noted.
you go off at me. I'd rather you tell me off and tell me where to go
Yeah.
than just not talk to me.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Where's that emotional?
Yeah,
That's
I was
a
going to
very
say.
emotional damage. I
we're
told
waiting.
you. I told you.
We're waiting. Nah, it's taking too long. You can't find it. It's all right. Yeah, what? It's all right. We'll have to replace this
Seb, say
producer.
it.
What?
Emotion.
Emo? No, that's. I'm not gonna. What's it called? When people
Cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation. I shan't be doing that. Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
God.
Jesus. I thought that was a thing. I thought that was one of Doug's. Oh, that was you.
You can record that for your next.
That was Lids. I thought that was Doug pushing the
Doug was
button.
even like, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that was all her.
What's that?
Look,
Bruh. What the fuck was that?
be yourself.
Ah, see? There you go.
Be yourself.
She's now been African American.
No, okay.
Fucking the best part too, eh? Anyway, growing up, obviously trauma and whatnot. Like, so what was your sort of standout moment of fuck? That's Aussie. Do you have like a standout moment? Like, we talked about Aussie barbecues. We've talked about like in past podcast episodes and whatnot. Have you got like a standout? Geez, I'm in Australia moment. I'm in a, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Lydia actually reminded me because I
You're welcome.
completely forgot.
Yeah.
So my previous job, I worked with a lot of Aussies, like a lot of Aussies. There was only probably like a handful of us that weren't. And Will, my husband, he was actually one of the ones that noticed that when I started working there, I would talk a lot like an Aussie.
Oh, nice.
Like I'd be constantly saying shit, or I'd be constantly like talking about this and that, and I'll be talking to Will going, oh, this guy, man, I swear he's such an idiot. Like Bazza the other day, right? he did this. And then he'll be like, wait. Where did your accent just go just then? And I was like, what? But it's funny because now that I've like, it's been years there now. Like I've been working at my job now for like close to 7 years, and very multicultural place. So I've lost all of that. I don't even remember the sayings or the things that I used to say before. I've completely forgot it. But like from what Will was saying, he goes, every second word you'd say something like, oh, yeah. I even used Sheila. I remember Sheila. I remember I actually said Sheila.
I can't picture
No.
you
No, right?
talking like that.
No.
But I think because there was so many Aussies there, like they just rubbed off on you
Yeah.
the way they talk. I'll just be like, okay, like, all right. And then you start talking like that. And it's funny because you felt like you connected with them even
Yeah.
more, the fact that you were talking their language.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's just beautiful.
So Jocelyn, like I know, like again, growing up here, whatever. How was your schooling? Like, how did you find like multicultural groups and all that kind of stuff? Whether it's like primary or high school, like what was your experience?
Primary school, it was a very multicultural school that I went to. Like there wasn't like just one race. It was really, really mixed. To be honest, there was actually more Filipinos at my school
Nice.
than anything else, which was
They're awesome, mate.
yeah,
Philos are
look,
the best.
You know
Yeah.
what? They were great. Like they were great friends. Some of them I still speak to now, even like, how many years. But yeah, it was very multicultural. It was very, I never actually experienced anything
Any
bad.
bullying or anything?
No, I was actually very, very lucky. I
That's
never
awesome.
I never once copped any bullying. And in saying that, I actually repeated, what's it called? Year 1. Right. And I know.
Did you do ESL?
No, I
Fucking
didn't.
hell. I full got excited. My
The
face
lone
lit up.
ninja.
You know what? From this podcast, I've heard this whole ESL, and I'm sitting there going, if they would have had
Yes,
ESL,
I wish. Yeah.
I wouldn't have repeated
This is fucked up.
because
I quit.
yeah, it was
I
really
quit.
hard.
Oi, I was this.
Yeah, you were. Sorry, just what were you
But
saying?
yeah, no, like I said, it was hard. I repeated year 1 mainly because, like I said, my family only wanted us to speak Spanish at home.
Yeah.
So that didn't help
Yep.
with life at
No, it doesn't.
at
eh?
school. No.
It doesn't.
So like, they'll explain something to me. I wouldn't understand it, or sometimes I would, but misunderstand, whatever. But I had good friends that were, even though they didn't speak Spanish, they would really, really try to explain to me like what she said to do this, or she would say to do that. And I'll be like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was tough. I think that's the only thing that I remember from primary school anyway, is that, a lot of my friends went away to year 2. But even with that, but even with saying that, like I didn't get any bullying.
Oh, good.
Like my friends that moved on to year 2, they still played with me.
Yeah.
But then obviously we grew apart because then I started to get close with my current year, with those. So then.
What area did you go to school in? Like, where did you grow up in?
Glendenning.
Ah, nice.
Glendenning.
Yeah,
I went to St. Francis of Assisi.
Is that still around?
It's still around.
Oh, really?
Glendenning.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. It's literally off Richmond Road.
Okay. So can I ask you, obviously you were born in Australia, but you've had a fairly, Salvadorian, multicultural upbringing and whatnot. What's your favorite thing? Like what I love about, say, Philos, Aussies, Latins and whatnot, we're very similar in love to have a good time, love to have a drink, love to have a laugh, love music, love our sport. It's very, very similar, but obviously quite different. What's your sort of favorite thing about growing up in Australia? What do you love about being here in Australia and growing up in Australia? Anything that stands out? It's not an easy question.
Yeah, no. I guess the fact that it is such a multicultural country, and that there's always some festival with some nationality going on. I think that's what I love. I think the most is that cultures are able to come and celebrate.
Yeah, we embrace everyone,
right?
Yeah, and every culture. Yeah,
especially with the Latino festival that was just recently. It was awesome going there. And you're looking around, going, they look like me. This is awesome. My people. I know. I went there for the food. Okay, I'll be honest.
100%.
But it was amazing.
Always.
It was amazing. It was just awesome. To be able to have place stuff like that where people can celebrate their culture and there was even a lot of I saw a lot of Aussies there just coming in and actually trying the food, and you could hear the people explaining it to them, and it was really cute. Trying to explain to them, and they have the accent, tiene cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese. That's cute.
It's so cute. But yeah, no, I think I love that the most about Australia. It's just any culture can come in and celebrate it, and and everyone embraces it.
Question. With your daughter, do you speak Spanish or do you speak English? Does she understand both?
She understands both. We speak to her both. My mum only speaks to her in Spanish.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that little, you know what? It's funny because I try to speak to my husband about something. Say I want to say something to him that I don't want her to hear. She's caught me out so many times. Many times. She'll be like, what? We're going to the shops? I'll be like, oh, damn it. I was going to go to the shops right now.
Oh, what? You got me olives?
You need to lie in Spanish. So she's okay.
Yeah.
And one time I was driving, I went to pick her up from my mum's house, and we got her an old phone. What's one of our old phones that she just watches YouTube on?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we give her that anyway. She left it at my mum's, and I was already halfway home. But my brother calls me and he's talking to me and he goes, wait, I'll talk to you in Spanish. He goes, because then if it's not important, you don't have to come back. And then I'm like, okay. So he's talking to me in Spanish. He goes, and he's telling me, oh, you left the telephone, dejaste el teléfono. And then she just turns and goes, my phone! I left my phone at Alboy's house. And I'm just
that's so cute.
And she bursts into tears, we have to go back. And I'm like, oh my God. And my brother's just pissing himself laughing over the phone.
He's like, next to me.
And he goes, I'll see you soon then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Blinker goes on.
Yes.
Yeah, and round we go then.
Carmen, do your kids know? They're a bit older.
Yeah. Well, when they were little, they didn't. But now that they're older, Gabby actually does Duolingo. And when we went away to, because I had to go for uni, we went to a cafe, and she comes in, we walked in, whatever. And it was during the day, it was middle of the week. There was a lot of retirees, whatever. She walks in, she goes, oh, I feel really out of place. And I go to her, why? Porque todos son viejos. Why? Because everyone's older.
Yeah.
And then she goes, yeah, that's exactly why. And I was like, I got shocked.
You understood?
Yeah. I was like, I said it
wait, did I say that in English or in Spanish?
You second guess yourself.
Yeah. And she actually understood me. And I was like, oh, yes, I can now speak to her in Spanish. But there's a negative because every time me and Doug talk, everyone had the same thing.
Yeah.
Talking code because we're going to want to surprise them or whatever.
Yeah.
She's going to now
They
understand.
ruin it.
See, but that's how we were in my family with my parents. So if we wanted to speak to each other, like me and my brother and my sister
Yeah.
would say it in English.
Yeah.
My dad, the opposite. Like my dad was actually pretty good. Like
Yeah.
love him, but oh my god, it was so funny. One of the things that he would constantly say, and we used to correct him for years and years and years. Listen. Right? We tell him, listen, it's a silent T, Dad. And every time he'd get into an argument at the shops with someone, he'd be like, listen, mate.
Listen. Listerine.
And as soon as like he'll be really good, like he'll be going off at this person, and I'm like, yeah, go, Dad. And then he'll be like, listen, mate. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm not like, you're out. You're on your own. I'll walk out. I'll leave him because I'd be so embarrassed.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's so funny. Parents always do that though. Like my mum used to be like, always get the names wrong. Like instead of Jamiroquai, she'd call him Jerry Maguire. Like, that kind of stuff. always.
Yeah. I think I've said it before. My mum, she for years wouldn't say sheet. She would say bed linen. Because no matter how much you're like sheet, and she'd be like shit. And you're like, Mum, elongate the E. And right there she'd be like, what? Sheet.
It's funny that because when we have like desserts at our the birthdays and stuff, Mum's like, ooh, jammy.
Chummy. Chummy.
I think my
Instead of yummy.
Yeah.
no, you know what? Actually, my Will was telling me to say this story. We were with Luna, right, at my mum's house, and we were telling Luna that we're doing the animal noises. So we're like, Luna, what sound does a cat make? And she's like, oh, meow meow. We're like, yeah, good girl. And then my mum took over.
I'm already laughing. I don't even know what's happening, and I'm laughing already.
I'm loving this.
And she goes, look, that's the dog. And she's like, what sound does a dog make? My mom's like, wong wong.
No, not the dog's name.
Wong 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 wong. And I'm like, what the hell? Will looks at me and goes, what the fuck kind of dog is that?
Mum, what's wrong with you?
Oh my god! And we're like looking at Luna going, no, that's not the noise.
That's Wong, Luna, that's Wong.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
Hey, but it's amazing how like, and I'm sitting there going, and Will's like, and your mum's looking after her. This kid's gonna come out so confused, and I'm just like, yep, that's me. That's how I've grown up.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Oh, love that.
ESL. They do need ESL. See, that's the beauty of ESL. Yeah.
So going from like
Pass the
being
vacuum.
real Spanish and being real like confused. Can we like kind of touch on food, right? So we spoke about like Spanish food and all that stuff, but like Aussie food wise,
Yes, yeah.
would you prefer sausage rolls or meat pies?
Meat pies.
Meat pies, see?
Meat pies.
Oh, man, I'm on my
100%
own
meat
with sausage rolls.
Meat pies all the way.
100%. And okay, so having a meat pie, how would you eat the meat pie? What's your process?
Okay. So with the meat pie, okay, so I usually always take the top off.
But what do you do with the meat pie? Sorry, God, no. Had to be done.
I take the top off and I put the
That's what she said.
Yeah, there it is. It took him a while, Doug.
It's like, Doug's not here, but he is here.
Yeah. He's in the background. He's watching from the bushes.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's what she said.
Yes.
I put like tomato sauce and I mix that all up, but I like drown it in tomato sauce and mix it all up. And then I'll eat the top separate, so without sauce, and then I'll eat the rest of the pie like all together.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Quite unique.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice. What about your favorite drink or cocktail? have experience in this.
And you know what? It's funny because like the thought of it now probably makes me sick. Just because of everything we've gone through.
Sierra
with this.
tequila with the little Mexican hat.
We never went that low.
No, listen, we knew what good tequila was.
We had class. It's always been tequila. Tequila's always been my go-to.
Which tequila would you go for?
It was either Don Julio or I actually don't mind. There's a honey one. I forgot what it's called. I don't know why it's slipped my
That's
mind.
the only one I can shot now.
Yes,
the
the-
one that
the
your
tequila.
sister found.
Yes.
Bids. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We took 2 bottles to it when we went away.
it was. I remember it was for Carla's
Yes.
hens.
Yes.
Carla's
Yeah,
hens.
you guys were
And I
talking about it
remember
then.
I
Yeah.
was like, I just saw it online, and I was like, I've got to try this. And I made the girls take me to Dan Murphy's to find it. That's it, Cascabel. That's it.
Yeah.
And I made the girls like take me and we're like, we've got to try this. We've got to try this. And they're like, oh, everyone was already giving me this look, but I was excited
like,
as hell.
Nah.
I was excited as hell.
I was like, no, tequila, no, I'm
no
done.
one wanted to try it. I
done.
was the only one that was really excited about this. Yeah, yeah, everyone was like, no, I don't want to try it. Anyway, I finally convinced people to actually give it a go.
I went because of Jocelyn's reaction. She was like, oh, it's really nice. I'm like, okay, I trust you.
I'm in.
I'll do it. And then I did, and I was like, oh, that is really good. Haven't gone back since.
And then how the ants go marching one by one. You all just went with it, eh? Yeah, the Mexicans marching one by one. All right.
But yeah, no, the tequila's always been my go-to. But cocktails, it's always been pina coladas.
Yes. Oh, do you like mojitos?
You know,
Wow, you sound so
Mojitos.
white, both of you.
Sorry, mojitos.
Pina coladas,
Pina
mojitos.
coladas.
Yeah.
mojito. You know what? Mojitos, I'm not such a fan of.
Really? But they get you so like in the
Oh,
moment.
look, I'm not saying I won't have one.
If you want a
I
quick
never
fix.
discriminate, okay? But I'm just not crazy about them. But I will still drink it. That's fine.
Well, we're sorry, Carmen. We've digressed into the alcohol. I know you don't to drink, but you've had them mocktails because we've been there where you have them on mocktails and you can still enjoy it. The best thing is like you have that, you get all the flavor and none of the stupidness, forgetfulness,
And the sick feeling.
that day or the next day.
Yeah.
But how about gin? We all love gin, don't we, Joss? Hey, whoa, look at Joss. She's just and she's gone. Yep. She's in the bucket throwing up. Uh-oh.
Just hearing the word, just hearing the
gin
word
and juice.
gin makes me absolutely
Rolling down the street,
Wow.
smoking.
Look, there's always going to be one alcohol
Yeah,
where
that fucks ya.
where you're like never again in my life because I will die. So
Sambuca.
yours is
Look,
gin.
you know, there was actually
Gin.
there's actually two. There's 2 drinks.
Emotional damage.
It's gin. I hate you, Martin. Just saying that.
Martin. Shout out,
Gonna be
Martin.
laughing there.
Even to this day, when he looks at me and we mention gin, he just gives me this look.
laughs,
Like, he knows. He knows.
I
what
can
we
see
went
him
through.
just driving around at work, listening to this,
He
pointing at
knows
the
what we
radio or
went
whatever,
through.
laughing.
He knows. It's gin and the orange Alizé.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh, I
hate
haven't
the-
tried that one. Okay.
I can't. So the orange Alizé, it was a messy night when I went overseas with my cousins in Canada. It was so bad. I actually threw up in his friend's bed and everywhere. Like, it was awful.
Oh, Jesus.
I felt so bad.
I feel more sorry for the cousin.
and the bed.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
May you rest in peace.
But gin, oh my God. So gin, the story from the gin it was actually one of our friends' birthday. It was Fabian's birthday. And we went to Martin's house. We were all went there and we're all like, drinking and everything, whatever. Me and Martin were the last 2 standing. So everyone had already passed out. We're like falling asleep,
So
whatever.
proud of you.
Yeah.
I was
Represent.
Dude, even Martin was like, wow.
Yeah. That's you back in your teen
That
years.
was in my prime.
Teen, early 20
That was
years.
in my
yeah.
prime.
Yeah.
Because even Martin was like, wow, I'm impressed. Like, wow. And then I was like, He goes to me, oh, I don't think I have anything else to drink. And I'm like, oh, you know, it's fine. And he goes, no, wait. I'll find something.
Fuck.
Oh, damn.
That's always a bad mistake.
He brings
Especially with Martin.
he brings out a bottle of gin. I don't even know what gin it was. Don't really care what bottle of gin, what type it was. He brings out a bottle of gin. It's warm as hell. Me and him were like, okay, so he poured me a shot. He had a shot. And we were like, all right, you know, salud. Oh my God, just the thought of
Adios.
it.
Yeah. More
And
like
that's all she
adios,
remembers.
Yeah.
I literally feel like throwing up just thinking about it.
She actually did. She vomited a bit in her mouth. Yeah. She did that.
Yeah, so we took the shot, and I remember, like, I got it down, but it took me a while to get down. That's all.
That's what she said.
As soon as I said it, I knew it. I knew it was coming.
It was perfect timing. Well done, Dougie.
Martin struggled for a bit, but then he was the same, and then we both looked at each other like just disgusted. Like we went through something so traumatic. And so even now, even he looks at me every time we mention this whole story, he always says, I'm so sorry.
So he's got matching gin tattoos.
And it's funny because you know how they brought out all these different type of gins, like gin with soda
Yeah.
or gin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, all
so
of
many
it,
people
yeah.
like, oh, have you tried this gin? It's so nice. I'm like, no, and I don't plan to. Like, I don't care how nice you tell me it is.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't pass.
No, gracias. No. Oh, gold. Anyway, what are we doing, Carmen?
We're gonna actually do a quiz now.
Ooh,
I've been in
yeah.
charge of being like the quiz person.
You're the quiz master.
Yes.
Quiz
The
master.
quiz
All right.
master.
Don't look. How Aussie are you, Jocelyn? Let's have a look. Yeah.
Ah.
Quiz time. Woo.
Woo!
Okay. Here's the first question. Where is home and away set? Doot, 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 doot.
What the fuck is that noise?
No, it's like thinking
The
music.
timer.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. No.
So it's filmed at a real place here in New South Wales near Manly, but the fictional place is called Something Bay. Don't you? What do you give it the answers
Lydia.
for?
Calor.
Yeah, it's a season.
Oh, Summer Bay.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that.
Que calor. For all our white,
Ay, ay, ay.
whiteys is that means how hot.
Okay, fine. We'll give you that one. Next question. If I've done a Harold Holt, what did I do?
She doesn't even know. You don't know either. It rhymes with Harold Holt.
I have no idea.
Carmen?
Oh, okay.
Because I have no idea.
A sudden or unexplained disappearance or doing a bolt.
Okay, yeah.
Harold Holt Bolt.
No, don't know it.
Okay, next
See.
question. Okay, what is a bushman's alarm clock?
Wow, this shows how un-Australian I am because I have no
Shall I
idea.
make this sound?
Yeah, go. Sorry, ask the question again, please. Go.
Okay, what is a bushman's alarm clock?
And
So
can,
is that like a kookaburra?
can you? Yeah, Carmen, can you please give
do
us
that noise again,
give us
'cause
the
that's
sound, please?
All right. Next question. What is a furphy?
Yeah, you're telling a
What is
furphy,
a
mate.
furphy?
You're telling a furphy.
Come on, man. What is a furphy?
Eh?
That's not the context. Can
No
you put
idea.
it in a sentence?
Yeah, I'm telling a furphy now. Carmen sounds exactly like a kookaburra.
Oh, like a lie.
Yeah.
Next question. What is the main ingredient in Vegemite?
Oh, yeah. See, I wouldn't know this one because I can't stand Vegemite.
The tears of children who want a
I
Nutella.
can't. You know what? I remember tasting Vegemite for the very first time. And it was from my friend in primary school. She gave me a sandwich because I was still hungry. She gave me a sandwich.
I had my pupusas and curtido and all that from my
Wasn't
lunchbox. It
enough.
wasn't enough.
So she gave me a sandwich and I was so excited and I bit right into it because it looked like a Nutella sandwich to me from the outside. So I thought it was Nutella. Bit into it. And I remember tasting it and you just spat it out right in front of her. I was like, I can't.
So it had no butter.
Emotional damage.
I don't even know if it had butter. All I know was the taste of
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
It's so bad. So bad, man.
No,
And if you looked at it and thought it looks like Nutella, it would have been spread on thick.
it was
Yeah.
thick. It was thick. And you know, I've heard like a lot of people say, no, you just need a thin
Like-
layer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's actually nice. And I'm
Yes.
like, well, I had a massive freaking layer.
No, it's not even a thin layer. It's like ants walking on the
Literally, that's
toast.
yeah.
That's
that's
like
Just
Yeah.
sprinkles. A sprinkle.
Like
Yeah.
grab a fork and go like this.
You need to measure that shit.
and then
just dab it.
yeah.
Dab it in there.
And it's like the saltiness with the butter. Delicious.
There's a measurement between butter and Vegemite.
Exactly. So the answer is
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. All I know, it was gross. It was gross, okay?
it's leftover bee yeast.
Yeast.
What?
Yeast.
Ah, yeast.
That's what
Leftover
Vegemite
bee
is.
yeast. Yeah. There you go.
So we've done the Aussie quiz. Now we're going to do the Aussie sound. Guess it. No, it's not the Aussie sound. It's guess the Aussie shows, growing up
Okay,
shows,
okay.
ABC, TV,
Okay.
all that type
Okay.
of stuff.
Okay,
all right.
okay,
So there's
okay,
no
I feel more
excuses
confident
here.
here. Okay.
No excuses.
Wait, is this just Joss? Okay.
Who's the guest? Sorry, I'm sorry. Who's the guest?
I was like ready to buzz in.
Here we go.
Shit.
Oh, they're all looking.
Is that Baba?
Yeah.
Well done.
I knew I'll be okay
That
with
was
this
like-
because that's all I did.
That was the
actually.
rich, like that was the King family. Yes,
I remember
yeah,
Baba. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well done. Here we go. You've got this. This is easy.
Oh my gosh.
Carmen.
It's not Postman
No,
Pat.
not Postman Pat, but you're on the right track. His profession, you would say, can be quite hot.
Yeah. I was going to say that. like very hot.
Like fire hot.
Nah, I don't remember this one.
Carmen?
Fireman Sam.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I actually watched that one. No, I don't remember that.
I wanted to buzz in.
Yeah. For those of you playing at home, Carmen pretended to slap a buzzer on the table. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. You ready? You know this.
I'm going around the twist.
Yeah!
The first thing that came was the song, the words.
Things happen. Are you going round the twists?
I love that show.
Man, I was deprived.
It was on ABC. And then until at the end, go on round the twist.
Yeah.
It'll do that.
Around the twist. I love that show.
That was good. And
Anyway.
all the king's men couldn't put me back together again.
Can't
I'd
die
say,
much.
rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Oh, you're just jealous.
No.
Can't sound like this. You can't move like that. Are we done? Oh, we got one more. We got one more. Two more. Dos más.
I know this one.
Oh, you know this.
Rugrats.
Yes. Leave it for a bit. Awesome. Love it.
I should get our daughter to watch this. She'll love it.
She would love it. And
Angelica.
Angelica, yeah.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Last
Ooh.
one.
All right. So we're at 2 from 3. That's pretty good.
Are we counting?
I don't know. My math is not good. My
Three.
my SL is
many
not
did we
good.
do?
Carmen, are you not
Well,
keeping
you've got
tally?
2 from 3 so far. No,
No, I
not
got three.
the
Baba.
songs. You got Baba.
Baba.
You didn't get
Rugrats.
Fireman Sam.
No, Rugrats.
Yeah, you got Rugrats. Oh, around the twist. So
Round the
3 from
twist.
4.
Right, get
sorry,
it right.
Sorry, 3. Okay, okay. When we're looking at it, 2 from 3, 3 from 4. Same shit. 1 wrong. Sorry. Get it right. Bruh, my bad. All right, here we go.
Next one.
This is the tiebreaker, even though you've already sort of passed. But anyway.
This is a song that doesn't end.
Oh, yes.
Yep, it goes on and on, my friend.
was a
Some
puppet.
people started singing it, not
Tiny-
knowing
the
why it
Tiny
was.
Toons, isn't
and
it?
they'll
Like that?
continue singing it
Oh,
forever
what the hell?
just
I
because
had a mind
this
blank.
is a song that doesn't end.
What the hell was her name? It was a white sock thing, a white sheep.
That's enough,
Yep.
guys.
Oh,
Started singing it, not knowing what it
it was a white sheep.
and they'll continue
I remember her face. I
singing
remember her name.
I remember her. Oh my God, this is going to kill me.
Oh man,
I do
same.
remember.
I can picture it in my head. but I don't remember.
Yeah. Ah,
Something lamb. Pork chop?
lamb chop.
Jam chop.
Lamb chop. Pork chop.
Jocelyn is hungry.
I triggered the memory, so sure.
Yes.
Lamb chop. Was it lamb chop?
Lamb chops play along.
Pork chop.
You got close to the weekend.
I triggered it.
Chicharron. Oh, fantastic. Well done. You know what? That's still pretty good. 3 from 5. 3 from 5. Well done. That's a pass. That's when we're playing percentages, that's what, 60%, Carmen? Is that 60%? 3 from 5?
Yes. I don't know. I was reading the run sheet.
She wasn't
okay.
marking.
No
She wasn't
worries.
ticking.
No worries. Anyway, guys, so how about some favourite Aussie sayings? Anyone got a favourite Aussie saying? Joss, let's throw it to you.
You know, I was thinking this before because I knew this was one of the questions I was like trying to get prepared for. And I couldn't think of anything. And Will was actually the one who goes, "You say it all the time." And I'm like, "What do you mean I say it all the time?" It's just like every second sentence you started off with it. And I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Or you can just go, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's such a good one. Yeah. FFS. I like it. Lids?
Oh God, I can't remember now. I did say it before. It's not something that I say, but it's something that triggered a memory that was like in your face.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, means something different now. But back in the day, it was like a major, like in your face, like ooh, like you know that cat
Yeah.
from what's his
Puss in
name?
Boots.
Puss in Boots. Like ooh,
Yeah.
like it was that in your face. Now it's like what?
Nice. I like that. That's actually, yeah, it takes us back to the 90s.
Your
people.
face.
What about you, Carmen?
So when I think we were going to Hunter Valley and we were talking with my brother-in-law and we were like going, "Oh, don't forget this, don't forget that." And we're like, "Oh, don't forget your cozies," you know,
Ah, yes.
swimming
yes.
costumes.
Yeah.
And then him being New Zealander was like, "Oh, you're bringing your cousins or more cousins?" Because we'll go to our cousins anyway. So it's like,
cool.
no, cozies. He's like, "Yeah, cousins." Like it was very confusing for him. So yeah, that would be my one because it was like cozies, like
Cozies.
swimming costumes.
That's what when we did swimming, cozies. That was
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, get your cozies.
Yeah.
Nice. I had one and I lost it because I started laughing at the cozies one. but the cozies one, it's an Aussie saying, I guess. It's Reg Grundy's.
What?
It's like we had before. We said Harold Holt. It's like, yeah, he's done the Harold Holt. He's done the Bolt.
Yeah.
Show us your Reg Grundy. Or are you wearing Reg Grundy's? Xavier doesn't often wear Reg Grundy's
Undies.
undies. Yeah.
He's like, Mama, poto pelao.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, poto
that's
pelao.
so Chilean.
Oh wow.
No, but you see, again, see what I mean?
I just looked at you like, what the fuck was that?
See what she did though, because it's poto pelado, and she goes,
motherfucker, do you speak it?
she goes poto pelado. No, it's poto pelado.
Yeah.
So which
Poto
means
pelao.
bare ass. Poto ass pelao bare
Yeah.
or bald shaved
So
whatever.
how do you say it?
Poto pelado.
And then how do you say it?
Poto pelao.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
poto
need
pelao.
to hear
You
what you're
understand
saying.
me?
Yeah.
Look, shtamare, all right? Leave it. Yeah, shtamare.
You're just going. You're just going.
Concha de tu madre.
Yeah, a la concha de tu madre. Anyway, that's a really, really rude saying in Chile. by the way. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. Well, this was awesome. I had so much fun, and thank you so much to everyone for listening to our podcast. Thank you, Jocelyn, as well.
Thank you
Yes.
for having me. It was really fun. It was
So
actually
much
really
fun. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram page. Give us a like on Facebook. Communicate with us. Reach out to us. If there's anything you want the guys to try, please send it in.
What's the page is called?
I mean, Gus down under.
I believe
today,
it's
for today.
Amigos.
Amigos. For today, it's Amigas.
Amigos Down Under podcast.
Amigos Down Under podcast.
With
These
a
guys,
little asterisk today, amigas.
these guys are awesome. What they're doing, how we grew up, our experiences. Get on board if you want to be interviewed. send us a message. Send these guys a message. They're awesome. They're laid back, very Aussie.
You go, girl.
See, I did a better job than Adrian.
Yeah. No, thanks again. We've said thanks about 1,000 times, but Joss, really appreciate you being on the show. We've wanted to speak to you for a while, so thank you so much. Ladies, thank you for being co-hosts and taking over, your family, Lids, the one you used to wipe his ass. And Carmen, speaking of wiping asses.
Another story.
Yeah, you wiped Doug's ass, no doubt, when he was drunk once, but thanks, everybody. Cheers. Have a good one. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.